We have the Chief of Police, Steve
Uh-oh.
Ignacio, on the line. Everybody,
I didn't do it.
best behavior.
I didn't do it.
Good morning, Chief.
Morning, morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. I wanted to bring you on. We were chatting up yesterday that your officers, right? They received some training from public health personnel.
Yes, ma'am. Hi. And so, actually, Monday and Tuesday, and then continuing tomorrow, the officers received and are going to receive training to administer Abbott ID now and Binax now testing. So we have the ability to. They're trained to have the ability to conduct swabbing and then test the swab and get a result in as little as 15 minutes.
Right. So what's the plan? Where are these Abbott rapid machines and Binax Now test cards going to be distributed? Are they going to be like at the precincts or what?
No, so we have one centralized location, and it's going to be at the new Central Precinct Command up in Senania. And so the concept behind that is that really it was focused on when we have people who are arrested. Right now, before the process now, there was really no way for us to test people that we come in close contact with, like people that are arrested, the arrestees. And so we developed the process with public health and GMH, where we would bring the arrestee down to the QFAC. He would get swabbed. We would transport the specimen up to GMH, wait in the parking lot while they analyze the swab, take the cooler that we used to transport the swab back down to the QFAC. Then we can go up to processing or to and then to DOC. So the first time we did this, it actually took us 4 hours to do a 15-minute test, and that's 4 hours of an officer's time. Where he could have done it in maybe 15, 30 minutes, do all his paperwork, get the arrestee booked and confined if that's the status, and then we're over and done with. But we learned that this process that we have in place, although it worked and it works, it's still too time consuming. So our Art St. Augustine and his team, Dr. Susan Kanshiro, they offered up training, and we jumped on it because I felt that it was going to be a better process, and it'll work better for the officers that are out there 24/7. When they have somebody under arrest, take them up to Central Precinct. They're trained now on how to operate the machine, how to properly put on and take off their PPEs, and then they had also included fit testing for the N95 mask. So we're good to go. And I also like to thank one of the issues that I had to overcome yesterday was we didn't have a biohazard container, those little red trash cans with the red plastic bags. We didn't have that in place yet. So I reached out to Lillian Perez Posadas to GMH, and she graciously loaned me one of her hazmat or hazardous waste containers, which is going to be next to the test site or at the test site next to the instruments. And once they're done, they take off their PPEs, dispose of it, and when the can's full, we take it up to GMH and they'll take care of it for us. And that's just something in the interim until I get GPD's own procurement in place for our own hazardous waste pickup and disposal contract.
Okay.
So really good stuff.
What happens though, Chief, if an arrestee refuses to take the test?
Well, if an arrestee refuses, then he refuses. You got to remember that the test is voluntary.
Okay.
And just like any other person too, even if you're not under arrest, you can take or you can refuse to take the test. So if he refuses, but the charges are serious enough, that's an issue that I would then have to call Director Joe Carbolito up at DOC to say, look, this is the situation we're in. But the refusing of a test is definitely not a reason why we're going to release somebody, especially if they're a violent felon. They committed a violent crime, like murder or robbery with serious injuries. We're not going to let that person back out just because they refuse a test. I'm sure we can work through the issue with Director Joe Carbolino and resolve that issue, and I'm sure that there's a process that they have in place to deal with exactly these types of situations.
Right, right. Well, I know we brought you on here to specifically talk about this new initiative over at GPD. But since we do have you on, I wanted to talk about how you are preparing yourself as well as your staff for the vaccine, and how many of your officers have you began polling them to see if they would be willing to take the vaccine?
Yes. So just yesterday, I told the staff, I said, get a physical count, start getting a physical count and even names of the officers that are, willing to take the vaccine. And, it just started yesterday. So, within that short time frame, we're up to about a little over 60 people or 60 police officers that are willing to take the vaccine right now. I'm one of them. I'm willing to, take that vaccine.
All right, Chief, I really appreciate you coming on. Any message to the community as we head into Christmas?
Sure. I like to continue to remind the community, to always stay safe and, keep your guard up. We are noticing, I noticed recently a couple of vehicle break-ins. And so, I want to make sure that, I've sent a message out to our officers, to keep a lookout for that type of activity, increase patrols in parking lots and, places that people frequent where there's like blind spots or not well lit areas. But I want to wish the people of Guam a Merry Christmas and upcoming Happy New Year. And I know we're tired, of coronavirus and all the lockdowns and effects it had in our life. But hang in there. I think there's hope now with the vaccine that is here. That things are getting better and will get better. So Merry Christmas to everybody from the Guam Police Department.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bree.
Merry Christmas.
And
Merry Christmas, Chief.
all right, you guys take care. Have a good morning.
You too. And we are going to continue